Hey, I'm Derek with Modern Herb Co., and this is
episode 9 of the Slow Burn Podcast.
Today, we're talking about hardware.
Today, we're talking about the hardest of wares.
We wear it hard.
Hey, welcome to Ep 9 of the Slow Burn Podcast. Today, we're talking about all things vape-related. Hardware, safety, all the good stuff. I'm here with Derek.
Hey.
And I'm Leslie.
And then do that one more.
You're welcome to my world.
Nothing's ever good enough for you. Give us like an overview of Modern Herb Co. and how your journey with like vape hardware began.
My journey with vape hardware.
Yeah, we wrote this.
My journey. Well, it started when I was 3. It was a lot of people getting into the industry that were making their own carts and whatnot. And so there was a lot of interesting things coming through as far as like we had to worry about heavy metals and contaminants and all sorts of things. So that's where I began building my own coils and things. And now here we are with Modern Herb Co.
And how long ago did you start doing this?
It's probably been about 15 years.
Wow.
So.
What's the most disgusting, sketchy shit you've seen from other hardware companies? No cursing? Okay, say it again. Line.
So a lot of people use sulfur burners to get rid of mold and problems with their plants. And when you're making concentrates, you can taste that sulfur in the product.
So their vapes taste like farts?
Their vapes taste absolutely like farts.
That's
yes.
disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
The big thing to look for would be no serial number because there's no way to trace where it was made. We have no idea what factory it came from. And you're looking at contaminants like arsenic, lead, cadmium. The list goes on. So that's a big thing, a big red flag. If the hardware doesn't have a serial number, don't mess with it. Don't touch it. Don't use it.
Oh, I didn't know it had that. Is it like literally like engraved into it or?
They literally, yes, they literally have a serial number engraved.
Oh, wow. Cool. Is that like a law?
The market is not as regulated as we would like. So, manufacturing qualifications and requirements don't necessarily meet our standards. So we try to go above and beyond what's required and make sure we have healthy products for our people.
So what really sets Modern Herb Co.'s hardware, apart from other companies?
Well, the biggest thing is we have COAs on everything we do. So we have everything tested from the start. So before anything's even injected into a cart or a pod, that hardware has been tested. So we're testing for contaminants, heavy metal contaminants, all sorts of things.
And how, as a customer, can I find out that information?
All of that can be found on our website.
Actually, there's a QR code on all of our packaging. It links up to the COA pages on our website.
Yeah, and you could check all that for yourself.
Because I'm a graphic designer and I had to upload 1,000 QR codes. So, hey, are our pods proprietary or do they work with other companies' batteries? How does that work?
So that's a good question. So our pods specifically are. So they work with all of our batteries that we sell. So they're interchangeable with all our pod systems. So Black Sheep, Highlights, cool. Modern Herb Co. Our carts, on the other hand, are all 510 threaded. So they can be used on any battery, but we do sell them as well.
And that's the standard?
That's a standard across the industry. Oh, Leslie, you have a black speck on your tooth.
Oh my, we have to start over. This one?
Yep.
Let's talk about the filling process.
All right. I know a thing or two about that.
What do you mean by that?
How is the oil filled into the hardware? That kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah. So we use iSpire machines mostly. So I would say 95% of what we fill is with these iSpire machines, which have their own proprietary hardware. But it's pretty cool. It uses a needle, a heated needle, to inject into the cart and pod. And it pierces a sealed silicone part, injects the oil, pulls it out, and seals that silicone back as it comes out. So it's pretty neat. Yeah.
I gotta go. I should check it out. I should go back there someday.
Yeah, we should do it. We should do a video on it.
Oh, let's go there next. Let's take a little field trip.
We use the iSpire machines, the Vape Jet, a machine called the Thompson Duke, which is a semi-automatic hand filling machine. So
did you
we got a
say
variety.
Thompson Duke?
Thompson Duke.
Wow,
We've named it Tommy.
How do you test your pods and carts before you send it out to the consumers?
So we have an actual pretty extensive QC process. All of the things that are filled, we QC on the fly. So as we're filling, we're checking for any errors or problems. But then after that, they sit for a minimum of 24 hours. so that we can test for any leaks or any problems. Then they go and each one is actually hand QC'd. So individually QC'd. Honestly, our QC process is very intense. Because of that, we are able to catch problems down the line. So we can fairly accurately give a good product every time with our QC process.
So you're checking these parts before they're filled and everything? Like
The hardware is checked every step of the way as
Okay.
well. Yeah. We actually QC before we even start a fill. So we're QCing what the hardware looks like. We're QCing the input. Then after it's filled, we're QCing it again. So the main input is THCA live resin. And we literally get tested on all our inputs as they arrive. So we get a new batch of live resin before it's even put into production. It is sent to a lab and tested. We test for heavy metal contaminants, pesticides, mold, you name it. Once that's approved, then we run it in production and our finished goods then get tested afterward as well.
what's that kind of stuff do to people that are getting bad vapes?
Arsenic and cadmium and lead are not cool. All sorts of, neurological disorders, cancers, you name it. It's not something you want to mess with. So testing, even if you're not buying our product, make sure whatever you are buying has COAs and is tested every step of the way. Third party.
What do you think other companies are doing, and are they at the same level as us?
Well, if they're an ethical company, they're going to be doing the job well. But unfortunately, not everybody is meeting that standard. So across the board in cannabis in general, it's roughly 1% has tested positive for like lead, mercury, arsenic, cadmium. But upwards of 50% of carts that are tested have been found with traces of lead. And so it's really important that whatever you're getting, there is a COA attached. So I'm not going to speak to who is or isn't doing this, but just check the companies you're buying from. That's all I can say.
Well, personally, if I'm going to, take in lead, I don't want to vape it. I like to eat paint chips.
Yes, that's the way. It's sweeter. It
It's
tastes
sweet.
better.
Yeah.
It's old school.
Yeah. That's just me. Let's get real about leakage. What do we do to ensure our vapes don't leak?
Proper storage. That's the big one. So not too hot, not too cold. And we actually have a video all about that you can check out. But that's a big one. And then not overheating your cart when you're using it. So using the lowest temp setting that you're okay with. So start low and work your way up. But if you overheat your carts, you can cause problems with the wicking, and that can cause leaks too. Ideally, it's cool, dark place. All right. So not your car, not your freezer, not sitting out in the sun, but it could be in your pocket as long as it's not 100 degrees outside.
Yeah, I like to keep mine in what I call the troll hole. It's dark. Keeps them fresh.
Make sure to subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't, and what you want to see in the next video.
And are we hot or not?